Hello, my name is Jurgen and welcome back to Gran Turismo Sport. So, today, the 22nd, or is it the 21st? Regardless, it doesn't matter. There has been a new update, and this update adds quite a number of new things, but the main things are we have some new cars in the brand central, so we have a couple of new Fords, or rather one new Ford, one new Chevrolet, classic Chevrolet. The Corvette Stingray 69, which looks fantastic. And we also get some bigger vehicles in the game now, which have been in previous games, I believe. The Ford Raptor here, F-150 Raptor. Excellent. Bunch of other new things as well. A couple of Skylines. We got a VW camper van, which is a classic. We also have a new dealer. That's from Austria. We got the KTM company, which produces it's not the Aerial Atom, but it's very similar. The Expo R. There we go. Cool. So a new set of vehicles, but the main thing is GT Leagues. Now, these, if you've played Gran Turismo from the past, look quite familiar probably. We got the Beginner Cup, the Amateur Cup, and then Professional and Endurance Leagues, which will be later. And we will start from the beginning. We'll play the Sunday Cup, which has been in a lot of the old games now. FF Challenge, DFR Challenge, Grassroots entryway into racing. No restrictions on the cars. And we have 5 races. We'll probably be doing at least 2 of them today, as they're quite basic. We got a 6-lap Northern R Speedway on vehicles of N400. Alright, no model restrictions, but only a maximum of 374 brake horsepower. So let's see. Yep, we can use any of these vehicles. As you can see, the restrictions are there. And I think we'll be using the one that I got given to begin with, the Genesis Coupe, which is probably one of the faster cars here in the lineup available anyway. So we're going to be playing against some GTI Civics, 86 GRMNs, SFRs, DS3 Racing, which we could have also used, 4C, which is a, what is that? An Alfa Romeo, of course it is. Only 12 races, so this is a big single player update. If we win, we'll get 5,000 credits. This is race 1 of 1. And this is very familiar to those, as I said, who played the previous games. So we got a very basic track as well. There's always one of these in the game. I think I might have mentioned it in the previous videos. But we have less races this time. In the arcade, before this update came out, there were only there were 20 races, but now we can do this on only 12, and I think because it's the Beginner Cup, everything will be quite easy in terms of the AI and stuff. But we'll play whatever there is to play, or rather, what offers there are. Oh, God. That could have been really bad, but we've taken out most of the pack already on lap 2. Already done lap 2. Wow, we're on lap 3 now. We need to actually be a lot faster. This is only 20-second laps to begin with. Overtaking a Mazda there. I'm not sure what Mazda that is. I think it's possibly been added in this update. Actually, no, I think the RX-7 was. But yeah, lots of new cars to try out. Obviously, I have to buy all of them, and a lot of them are expensive. They added a few new landscapes and stuff if you're interested in taking pictures and looking at your cars in pretty locations, like in Paris and, you know, near waterfalls or whatever. Oh, that was a terrible corner. It's a basic track, but a terrible corner. Oh no! Get out the way. Not Civic. This is the last 2 laps, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to catch this guy unless I'm very lucky. Maybe all that talk about these being easier is me being overconfident. Half a second slower on that lap as well. 1.2 seconds. I've only got 20 seconds to catch this guy. I'm not going to do it, I don't think. Second it's going to be. Ah, I should have been... Yeah. Overconfidence. Oh well, second it is. We got a silver cup. The first of many, hopefully. That was a pretty quick race. We got a car handicap. Is it because our car wasn't as powerful as the rest? Interesting. Alright. So we got a plus 20% XP in that. The Civic Type R. Is that the most powerful vehicle? I don't actually own that vehicle, so maybe I should try these again later on with Civics and see what happens. But there we go. We'll move on to the next race. Which will be on the Suzuka East course. Only 3 laps this time. We will also... yeah, front wheel drive I think these vehicles are, so that's fine. Well, we'll go in it again, just to keep some continuity going. In fact, we'll probably use the Genesis throughout the rest of the races as well, just to see what we can do in it. It's not a bad car, but as we saw there, I couldn't quite overtake the front leader in the Civic, so might just be me being bad, or maybe I should get myself a Civic. Although I did crash a couple of times in the previous laps, so there is that. Bit of a longer load time this time. We are still playing on the baseline PlayStation, of course. Race 2, Sunday Cup, Suzuka Circuit. Still the same amount of people, 12. I think that'll be the same on all of the others as well. Now this course is got a long straight, much like the other, but added some more corners this time around, other than just a couple. So let's see what we can do. I'm not sure if the assisted brake is actually on. It might be. But either way, it doesn't really matter. Well, a bit of tyre spin out there, but whoa, he's trying to sabotage my race plans. And he already has. God damn sabotage. We can... yeah, he's shunting that guy out the way now. Give him a bit of a shunt back. I didn't realise the AI could be that aggressive sometimes. Then again, they're not trying to be aggressive, it's just how it is, I suppose. It's not like a Burnout game where the AI will try and shunt you out the way or whatever. Or it might be we're on weird tyres? Everyone's falling off the track because of that tiny bump I just did. Well, that's... whoa. The grip is not as good as the previous track. Maybe we're at lower speeds, apart from in straight lines. Oh, get out the way! At least these aren't real players, so I won't get banned or, you know, disqualified, because... actually, no, that's a lie. GT does love to be quite accurate, so it will ban you... not ban you, it'll give you penalties and stuff if you mess up. Ah, bit of lacking grip there. Only a second faster than the previous time. Oh, if I counter steer too much, I'll spin out. I have to be a bit more careful than I imagined. Might be because I am not used to this track, or this car maybe is causing the car to spin out itself rather than just me being a pleb, I think. It might be a mixture of the two, but mainly me being a complete pleb. That was a nice corner though. And this one seems a bit more likely that we could actually potentially get the win. Only one lap to go with a... what is that? A Mito in front of us? Another Alpha? I'm not sure if they've added new paint schemes as well. I don't actually own that car. Yeah, there isn't... oh no, it's a Clio. That's my bad. You can see with the little badge there. Nice little car, the Clio. I mean, a lot of these cars in game I wouldn't mind owning. Obviously the supercars is what everyone loves, but I quite like driving in the lesser powered vehicles or the oddities. Like you may have seen in the lineup we had a BMW i3, I think it's called, or M3. No, it's not an M3, it's an i3 or an IQ or something. And that thing is a little engine, little car. Can't go very fast. I think it might be an electric or a hybrid in real life. Not actually sure. But there we go. There's a win actually on that map. The first gold trophy. At least we haven't got bronze. Wins for this race 1. Lovely. Oh yeah, we had a Clio focuses. Cool. And again, we get that handicap. So obviously we're not using the most powerful car in the requirements for this race on this cup. Yeah, 374 brake horsepower. I don't think I actually own a car that meets that requirement in terms of like 370 or 371 or whatever. But there we go. We had, in fact, it said maximum tire rating sport soft. What did we have in terms of cars? Were we on drift settings? Oh, we were on drift. Maybe that was why. Sports hards. Sports medium, sports soft. Okay. We could try messing around with that next time. But for now, thank you very much for watching. And we'll be back for more of the Sunday Cup.